see, if I hear one more person say that CS is the easier option or is the also option for lazy people, I feel like I'm going to scream, because as someone that has been there and done that, CS is none of those things. CS will stress you emotionally, physically, mentally. Like CS will test every part of you. And as someone that has been there, I am here to share how my CS went and the aftermath of my CS. If it's something you want to see, you want to stick around. Of course, if you when you see me here, it's Josephine Kenichi, your bestie for life. And this is Life of Kesijo. Yes, you guys listening to me, subscribe to the channel already if you are a new if you are a new viewer, and if you're an existing subscriber, thank you for sticking with us. You know how we do it here now. Thank you for being with me. I don't take your love and your being there for granted. Now, you already know how we got to the point where CS was the next option and probably the only option for us to go through. And right from time, I've not really been scared of CS. Like, I've always kept my option open. The most important thing to me was me coming out from delivery alive, and my son or my child coming out alive too. That was the most important thing to me. So if it was going to be CS or vaginal delivery, it just didn't matter to me. Just make sure that both of us are alive and okay. So when we were told that that was the next thing to do, I just took it, and then I was prepared for the CS and we entered theater. Now, when you go for CS, they always give you an anesthesia. There are two types of anesthesia. One is the one that when they give it to you, it automatically makes you feel dead, like you just sleep off, you know, you sleep off, and whatever it is they are doing, you are not conscious of it. They bring out your child and then they take you to, like, up until when you come to, you don't know exactly what happened with your birth and delivery. The second one is the spinal injection that they give to you to cause the lower part of your body to be numb. So you are pretty much awake while they are doing the operation, but the lower part of your body is numb. Like, you don't know exactly what is going on right there. Like, they are doing stuff, you are hearing them talk, you are hearing the doctor talk, you can even be gisting with them, but you don't actually know what is going on. Like, you don't feel anything up until you're done. So I opted for the spinal injection, and that was what I was given. And I think I actually enjoyed that option because I didn't want a situation whereby I will not know exactly what happened when my baby comes out or anything. No, I didn't want that. So I chose the spinal injection, and they came and they gave me that. And of course, I was hearing what the doctors were saying. Initially, I was pumped up, like I wanted to be gisting with the doctors and everything. But that did not happen. I was just like, my mind was just going to a lot of places, like what are they doing down there and everything. I was just hearing this one clanking, the other one, this one, give me the other one, and stuff like that. And the interesting part about CS is that I think in less than 5 minutes, the baby was out. In less than 5 minutes of us entering that theater and then starting to work, my baby was out. And the next I was hearing was so, like, it was screaming so loud. It almost screams the place down, like it was screaming. And the next thing, the most beautiful sight I've ever seen was them bringing my baby to me and like, your baby. And the boy was just looking at me like, mommy, how are you? And I'm like, JT. That was the most interesting sight for me. Like, I'm sure I will never forget that particular experience. So when they showed me my baby, they took him away, and every other thing that they did with him, I did not know. I think my husband was handling the other stuffs behind me. Then I was wheeled to my bed, and that was where I stayed. And the drugs started wearing off gradually. The point I don't really like about CS that I'm going to just take now so I don't forget is the fact that I didn't get to cuddle my child. one of the things I would have loved to do with my baby was have that first body to body contact, and just feel his heartbeat, feel him, and just communicate bodily. But because it was CS, I couldn't hold him. I just all that I was um privileged to do was see him. So I was wheeled back to the intensive care for after CS delivery women and all. And every other thing people were just saying was sleep, sleep, sleep. But I noticed I was like the drug was gradually wearing off, and I was now feeling some kind of pain. The pain was not so um deep initially, but I noticed I couldn't move my body. I couldn't. Like, if I tried to move, first of all, when they gave me that spinal injection, Jesus, the numbness makes you feel like you don't have anything down there. Like, your body will be feeling like, I don't even know how to explain it, but more that are soaked inside water. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but you would not just feel that part of your body at all. So it was when the drug started wearing off that I started feeling my body small, 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 and then the pain started coming small, small, small. So I just shall notice that when the drug had worn off, I couldn't move my body. I just couldn't. I just lay down there and my husband just came. I was just asking for my phone. Just give me my phone. I want to press my phone. I want to just do something. My husband kept telling me, sleep, 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 sleep. But no, my hyperactive self was not willing to sleep. I was trying to sleep, but I was not willing. But eventually, the sleep came and I slept off. And I just kept going into sleep and coming out, going to sleep and coming out. I was just there because before you go into the theater, they put a catheter inside you where your urine can actually be stored, so you don't have to stand up for anything. You just lie down there, like even shit self, it's not you to come. And before you go into the theater, you are told not to eat. You are not expected to eat anything, like 4 to 5 hours. I don't know the hours, sha, but if you're going to be prepped for CS, they tell you not to eat from home. You just come on empty stomach. So I feel like that's the reason why you don't even feel like going to toilet, and then your urine is already taken care of by the catheter that has been put inside you. So you are just expected to lie on your bed. You just lie on your bed throughout. So I kept going in and out of sleep, and we finally were woken up around 4 a.m. in the morning when the nurse was ready to start cleaning everybody. So she was going from bed to bed to clean each and every one of us. And then she got to my turn and she was like, she first of all cleans the front of my body. And she was like, Madam Ton. I was like, you say what? What did you just say? She said, Ton. I said, I cannot move my body. I've not even tried to move my body. The one time I tried to move my body, I know the pain that accompanied it. So what are you saying, madam? She said, Madam, you have to move your body. Oh. That was the first time I tried to move my body. She said, turn your body here. She cleaned this side. Turn this one here. She cleaned that side. Before I could turn it, it was a tug of war. And then the next she said, raise your body. I was like, is this meant? Like, I don't understand. So I sha managed after ages to raise my body, and then she cleaned my body, and then she went to the next person. So I think I was still covering wrapper. But then again, I was seeing other women trying to do one or two things even after, like that morning, one woman had already stood up. I was like, then one person was like telling me that you will have to stand up. Oh, I just had to try. I struggled for a while. I just couldn't. Before I go say Jacko, people of God, they had brought my baby for me and they were expecting me to hold the boy. I couldn't stand up. Hey, when the nurse came with the baby, she was like, hey, one before Jaden. And I was like, me. They now brought the baby down. I was like, are these people actually expecting me to carry the baby? Say, you mother, you go stand up, oh. Jesus. And I had to do. I think I attempted to stand up like 10 times before I successfully stood up. And then she handed me my baby, which was basically saying that, oh, yo, you are now with your bundle of joy. Handle it. Hmm. She was like, give him breasts. And I was trying to give him breast, and I did not see any breast milk. Meanwhile, I was just noticing that my the skin on my breast, some of them was peeling. So that was how we were just there. And the baby was sha stayed with me till like later in the afternoon. Yes, after that you're not giving anything to eat for a while. Like up until evening, I was not giving anything. I was not. They were just asking me, have you messed? Have you messed? Have you messed? Like, have you polluted the air? I said no, it has not come. But it was later in the evening. The nurse now put me on. He said I should take um warm water, 1 spoon. Then after 30 minutes, I'll take another warm water, 2 spoons. Then after 30 minutes again, I'll take another warm water, 3 spoons. That was how she graduated it to 5. She now said I can take lip. I should start taking lifting again from the 1 spoon. Now after 30 minutes, you take 2 spoons, like that. That was how I was taking it up until like till I got to like 5 spoons. She now finally said that I can tell my husband to bring akamu for me. So I told my husband to bring akamu. I was taking it with Lipton. Meanwhile, my baby was one side waiting for me to take care of him. I was struggling. Like that place where they cut you, eh? If you want to stand, it draws you like, and the pain, Jesus. Hmm. The pain is so mad. So, but what was helpful for me was me seeing other women do this thing. Like a lot of women were already moving up and down and all that. And I kept asking people, when did they do your own see? When they do, some of them, like they will just tell you. Eventually that evening, before when the nurse said that my husband can bring akamu for me, they finally came to remove my catheter, which means that by hook or by crook, you have to move. That move that you're refusing to move, I couldn't even stand up and sit down on the chair that was very close to me. You're not expecting me to go to the toilet to go and use myself. Like, really? But after they remove the catheter, you have to, when you feel like urinating, you have to move. But because they had put the catheter for a while, you know, the urge to wee wee will not come like naturally. So after a while, they just tell you that whether you feel like urinating or not, go to the toilet and try to urinate. So I had to stand up. When I stand up like this, the tear or the cut will draw me down. I will bend. Sometimes I will scream. Then I will stand up. I will just, the way I will crawl to the toilet, then I'll try, then I'll now come back again. That was how I did it. I think by the third day, I had gotten myself. They just clean you just one day. The next day you're on your own. If you want to clean yourself, you see that. If you don't want to clean yourself, you see that sucker. So the second day, after that first day that they cleaned us, the next day you have to go to the bathing room to go and clean yourself, because you cannot bathe as a CS delivery woman. You cannot bathe because they'll put bandage there, and you don't want water to go to that place that was cut or start causing anything. So you have to clean your body and avoid putting water on that place. So we can't bathe. So by the third day, I was officially now strong, and I was now forming bows for the new people that they brought in. But one thing with people that had CS is your own healing will stall for a while. Like you can't do a lot of things. Like even after I had given birth, I was looking like a 5 month pregnant person because my belly was still protruded, very very protruded. I had a lot of water in my body too, and I know that that one is actually normal with either vagina or CS delivery. So I was not really concerned about that one, but I was feeling like shit for a long time, because any small thing I was having headache, any small thing I was having headache and all. So I think it was on the fourth day that they finally discharged us. I was expecting that that day that they were going to discharge us, they were going to run tests for my baby, but the woman just came and just discharged us because they were needing more space for the other persons that just had CS, that day. So we just had to be discharged abruptly, and so we went home. And then we found out that my baby had joined this. But because I don't want this particular video to be so long, I'm going to have to do that story some other time. Now, one thing I'm going to drop here is that whatever delivery you have to go through, whatever it may be, vagina or CS, no one is actually easy. It's God that takes everybody in and takes everybody out. Just the fact that you are going to do one small surgery, a lot of persons have died through that. Not talk of a major surgery as Caesarean, like them actually cutting you. Do you know how many surfaces they cut you into for them to bring out your baby? It's like four different layers of your skin that is being cut. So we don't even have it easy, because after you give birth and you go home, it's a drag. You can't Someone can actually have vaginal delivery and then 2 days later a person is jumping up and down doing one or two things. But for people that had CS delivery, it's a different ball game. You can't do a lot of things. You have to lie on the bed, you have to do this one, you don't need to bend down, you don't need to do that one. Like, it's a lot. So whichever process you use in bringing out your bundle of joy is all to the glory of God. Don't go and say because you want to give it like the Hebrew women, you will not endanger your child in the process. We don't want to hear that story. So e- every type or both type of delivery is actually the best, and it's actually good for you at the time. Whichever one God says you're going to use in bringing out your bundle of joy, that should be the perfect thing. Like, both of you should come out safe and sound, and that is the most important thing as far as I'm concerned. If you have ever gone through CS before, and you have a disparity with my own experience, I would like you to share in the comments. Let's share together. I would like to know how your own experience was like, okay, so that I can also compare some, because I feel sometimes maybe it's my age or my body. My body is refusing to contract easily. Some persons just give birth even if it's CS or normal delivery, and before you know it they are snapping back. But for me it hasn't been such an easy ride. So, but I know that I've been on this journey for 9 months. I went on a 9 month journey to have my baby, so I'm not going to expect my body to come back in 2 seconds. It's going to take a while, but I know it's also not easy for me. But we'll talk about that eventually. So yeah, if you've seen this video to this point, you're the real MVP. Do you know that? Thank you for seeing this video. I hope you learn one or two things. Share with me your experiences if you've gone through CS journey before. And generally, yeah. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.